how to stop taking things personally. It's actually very easy to stop taking things personally once you understand the psychology behind people's behavior. And honestly, taking things personally only ever affects one person. That's you. It affects your individual life experience. Why? Because then you feel as if the world is against you. However, although there may be some slight extent to that truth, that is not the case. And I explain to you why. First of all, when somebody has the intention to elicit negative emotions, oftentimes what we're offended by is somebody's intention to offend us and not actually what it is that they do. We're offended that somebody has the intention to offend us. Therefore, we become offended. But if we feel the emotion which somebody wishes to inflict on us, then they have succeeded. However, once you recognize somebody's intention to inflict negativity onto you, or negative emotion, you can then swerve. You know what I'm saying? I've been swerving on the car. Whoa, swerve. If somebody has the intention to, anger you, right, or do you dirty, you can then see his intention and then intercept that which he wishes to do. And I explain to you how using empathy. Now, for a lot of you, what you understand as being empathetic is, where somebody has a really big heart or somebody who feels for other people's emotions. And to be honest, that is quite correct. And I'll show you how to implement empathy to, protect your emotions and to avoid consistently feeling negative emotions when people wish to inflict that onto you. So how we go about doing this is simple. People who want to wish negativity onto you feel negativity inside within themselves. There's a universal law called the law of correspondence. It is the third universal law. And the second hermetic law. It states, as within, so without, as above, so below. How we behave is a reflection of our interior world. So, I'll give you an example to help you understand this. Imagine a day where you're having an absolute grand time. So many good events will happen in your life. You're just over the moon. And it's very difficult for anything to bring you down. When you interact with individuals, are you ever criticizing anybody? Do you have anything unpleasant to ever say? The answer is no. Why? Because you feel so great inside, you only ever project positivity outside. And it's the same for those who feel negative within. Those who wish to criticize and, constantly poke fingers at you or try to trigger you in any way only feel negatively inside within themselves. So with this understanding, what you can then do is empathize with somebody's misery. When you empathize with their misery, then you can use empathy to not be offended by what it is the intention which they have to offend you. For example, let's say somebody's at work and they're trying to get under your skin. And instead of, subjecting yourself to that emotion and getting angered by it, you actively choose to not be angered by empathizing with the misery in which they feel. See how powerful empathy is? Another notion that we should understand is people in life want to be on the winning team. When it comes to things like family and friends supporting your ventures, or reaching out to brands and working with them, or looking for an opportunity that you really have your heart set on, what you need to understand is, in life, people just want to be part of the winning team. Why? Because people want to be correct, right? So they want to be associated with, spend their time with, be in support of those who are already winning. So it serves you to just charge it to the game when those things don't work out for you. But allow that to fuel you and motivate you for you to work harder, yeah? So in which you can attain those things. So there's two routes about going about getting the things that you want. You directly go there and you ask and you offer your services, or, let's say you want to work with a brand, right? You go directly to the brand, you reach out, I want to work with you. This is the amount of followers I have. This is what I do. And they go, no, I've tried everything with you align with our brand. Okay, awesome. Then you work really hard on your individual brand and you become really successful. They can do nothing. They can't ignore you. Yeah. By literally rule of nature, right? You work so hard that you then can't be ignored. But don't take these things personally. Charge it to the game. It's simply the way life goes. Understand that people want to be on the winning team, right? If you have a product and you want to sell it, you're obviously going to find an influencer who has your direct community with great metrics, right? So you can get exposure to the community that you want. And when it comes to like friends and family supporting what it is that you do, don't take it personally. Honestly, that's another thing you should learn to charge to the game. And when things start working out for you, they'll come around. They'll swear to God, they'll come around. Here's what you need to understand. And this is a hard truth to accept, but once you accept it, life becomes better for you. Your people want to see you win. People want to see you win, but never better than them. Especially the people that you know. Your greatest supporter will always be a stranger. Why? Because they love what you do purely for what you do. And there's no personal bias associated. Another thing with taking things personally is oftentimes, right, we're dealing with human beings, and human beings by default are biased, irrespective. We're emotional creatures, so we're technically always leaning towards something. So we're always emotionally biased. So understand, everywhere you go, you're going to have to deal with politics. Why? Because you're dealing with human beings. And human beings are very, very political. It's just the nature of existing. You learn to not take things personally, one, by charging it to the game and understanding people just want to be on the winning team. It's just the way life works. Work hard enough so you become the winning team, and everybody wants to bandwagon on what you do. And another thing is, we get offended by things because we feel as if people can block our blessing. But that is extremely incorrect. No mere mortal who has no control over his personal life can block your blessing. No mere mortal who has no control of his personal life can block what God has set into motion for you. With the understanding of these three things, not taking anything personally, exercising empathy when somebody wants to inflict negative emotion onto you, and that no human being can block your blessing, you become invincible and you stop taking things personally. And you take life as it is. One of the biggest issues that cause to take things personally, right, is that we think that people shouldn't be behaving as they're behaving, and life should go a certain way. But you'll be way better off if you can accept life for as it is without setting your own standard on how people should behave. There's a quote that I love. I look for the best in people but expect the worst. In that situation, you're prepared for both scenarios. You look for the best in people and then you expect the worst. So then you can never really be offended by the behavior they do, and you can protect yourself and become invincible in pursuing whatever it is that you want to pursue. But learn to not take things personally, because it only benefits you and your individual life experience. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.